We see the real deal. Rick Childress taking the night off. Raced last week. Be racing next week. And we go green flag racing lap number 1, round number 5 of the 2017 race season. And it's Lookadoo on the outside.
The L787 Lookadoo takes the point, but here comes the 74 Miranda Dotson, bringing the 24 Tyler Johnson with her.
Scott on the outside, that good-looking number 24, Tyler Johnson. Sliding on out of turn number 4, slide in, Scott comes right back, and in tow is the number 86C of Clay Waters.
Clay Waters holding on right there for that 4th spot, but here comes the 26 of Casey Johnson. And the 3 of Brandon Radcliffe.
It was always the case in heat races. A lot of times that leader will just pull out ahead, but it's such a different story in the main event coming up a little later on. Well, Radcliffe and Waters, little contact down the front straightaway. No harm, no foul. On the outside sliding high, the 26 of Casey Johnson out of turn number 2, working up on Waters for 4th place.
Here she comes. She makes a little contact right there in the apex of 3 and 4. Car pushes up the track. She still holds that 5th position. Waters right there in 4th. Radcliffe dropped back to 6th. But out front is the L787 of Ronald Lookadoo.
2 heats of American stocks. Obviously, all will go to the main event.
Lookadoo with a little bit of a push right there in 4 up the track. Johnson right there to try to capitalize.
I got to tell you, Lookadoo's looking pretty racy tonight.
Yeah, he is. He really shot right out the box tonight right there in his first heat race tonight at Speedway.
Yeah, and the first heat race on this track, still a little slick. Got a little moisture in it, to say the least.
Yep.
But they don't mind. They come out sliding out of turn number 4. Lookadoo still looking very strong.
Yeah, he's looking strong, but that 24 car is starting to reel him in.
Yeah, now the 24 looking down low on the inside. Tyler Johnson, as they go side by side down that back straightaway. Johnson trying to get some grip down low on the inside. Lookadoo kind of eases down in front of him as they both drift out of turn number 4. Still nose to tail for 1st and 2nd place.
Radcliffe makes a position move on the 26 of Casey Johnson. Now he's working backside the 86C of Clay Waters for that 4th spot.
Wow.
But out front,
it's always tough. Heat race, semi-main, main event, it don't matter. They want to win everything. White flag. Johnson has a slide edge on Lookadoo as they go sliding into turn number 1. Oh, and Tyler drifts way high. Makes a little contact. Now a little more contact. Probably a little more contact in turn number 3.
I see a little bit of smoke coming out of that 24 car of Tyler Johnson. Lookadoo right there, waiting to see the hitting mistakes, and it's not going to be. It's going to be Tyler Johnson, your winner for your first heat race.
3rd place, it looks like it will be Miranda Scott, and then Clay Waters, Radcliffe, and then the 26 of Casey Johnson.
All right, here we go, race fans. The lights are out. We're going green. On the pole is the number 11 of Cody Johnson. Here comes the 7 of Spiller. Spiller up on the top side. Then we pick up the 1 in of Nicholas Johnson. The 95 of Brody Schweitzer. And it's going to be the 11 of Cody Johnson out to the point.
Cody Johnson got some people looking for him. Nicholas Johnson making contact with Gary Spiller out of the Hatchet, California. There's Brody Schweitzer in the number 9-5. J.R. Garcia coming up strong, 3 wide out of turn number 4. Heat race number 2, folks. This is not a main event.
We got Johnson and Johnson out for 1 and 2. Then we pick up the 95 of Brody Schweitzer, but here comes the 7-8 J.R. Garcia.
This is the first time I've seen the 13 Wayne Park with Wonder Bread on it. I like that design. That's kind of nice. Spiller takes it high, drifts way up in the mud, comes back down low, can't make it happen. Meanwhile, at turn number 1, Johnson and Johnson do it out into turn number 2. Brody Schweitzer still 3rd place. The number 11, Cody Johnson, still your leader. Schweitzer tried to close up. J.R. Garcia looking specially racing night in 4th place with his new sponsorship. Working lap number 4 of 8. Once again, everybody goes to tonight's main event. That'll be 20 laps. They'll be up first in the main event category. So Cody Johnson, no change, as Nicholas Johnson back in the car, took a couple weeks off. Schweitzer sporting a Johassey Rebar sponsorship as well. Johassey Rebar and Rosedale Highway. Good folks there. The Tehachapi boys out of turn 2 have their own little thing going, man. That might be for 5th place, but they're still running hard. Spiller, they're ahead of Wayne Park. Once again, Spiller sponsored by Big Papa Saloon and Steakhouse, among many others. No change up in front.
No, it's not. It's still the 11 of Cody Johnson. Don't forget the 1 in of Nicholas Johnson. White flag's out. 1 to go. A little bit of a bobble out of the 2 for the 11 car. The one in kind of picks up a little bit of momentum on him right there out of 4. And out of 4, your winner is going to be the number 11 of Cody Johnson. Don't forget the 1 in of Nicholas Johnson. The 95 of Brody Schweitzer and the 7A of J.R. Garcia.
There you have it, heat race number 2, the final heat race of our America stocks coming up from mini stocks. Lined up, lights out. Belongs to Doug Ryan, our starter. He says, let's go racing. 21 mini stocks here tonight. And the number 23, Kylie Conway, sits on the pole, tries to get out of harm's way. And here comes the Army, chasing her down into turn number 2.
Yeah, that would be the 68 of Parker Cherry and the 7 of Lonnie Spiller. But here comes the 13X picking up the power again.
At 00, Kit Murphy started on the tail end, now moving up to 4th place. Might have 3rd, but with 1 lap. At 00 is pretty quick. Oh, slammed the door. Oh, and the 13X, no place to go. Lonnie Spiller got tapped on the right side pretty hard. The 13X of Jose Rosales out of Tulare had no place to go. And but went right into Lonnie Spiller, our reigning track champion. So we'll check her out, check that car out. So the truck will pick up. Well, no, Lonnie gets the fire back up. Get back on the track. And again, we do not race to the caution flag, folks. We take the last completed lap. So that just puts her on the tail end of the lead lap. And for you newcomers, once again, the orange cone out on restarts. All the cars must pass on the outside of the cone.
Here we go. The lights are out. We're getting ready to go back green. Heat race number 1 for the Coca-Cola mini stocks. Now in front is the 23. Kylie Conway.
Conway started on the pole. Got some company. That Kit Murphy, he started 3rd row outside.
And he's already up to 7.
That was pretty quick.
And here comes that 7 out of Tehachapi. It's Lonnie Spiller.
Running with the 15L of Eric Lola out of Taft, California, as they kind of bump and shove each other at turn number 4. Right behind him, you've got the 15 shaking the flag. Not at Jose Rosales, maybe the 15X.
When 00 Kit Murphy closing on the backside of that 23 of Kylie Conway. But in the back, it's the 13. Oh, the 13X contact with the 15L down there in the apex of 3 and 4.
Yeah, that 13X is going to get the flag shaken at him. And we don't use cars as backstops.
No.
We don't do that.
Boy, Lonnie Spiller really making a lot of ground right now. She's up to 3rd.
Yeah, but Kylie Conway doing a great job because she's not overdriving the car. Set right in her groove. Kit Murphy, almost out of control, hangs on, gets a pretty good drive out of turn 2, but he's got to straighten it back out, then he loses grounds. But he's still very much in contention to win tonight's heat race as he peaks down low on the inside, but see, it wobbles down that straightaway and loses ground.
Yeah, he can't seem to seal the deal to make that pass. He gets there, but he loses ground.
You know, later on in the main event, that pass will probably work.
Yes.
That inside will come in.
Right now, it's still a little wet down there. I think that's what he's having problems with. Boy, Kylie doing a fine job. She's still holding that lead.
That's
Murphy there, but here comes that 7 to Spiller.
Yeah, amen, brother. Spiller's coming up. Working lap 7. She better hurry.
That's right. Here you go.
There's your white flag. Still Kylie Conway.
Boy, Murphy right there, but he cannot close the deal.
Yeah, again, he takes that dive in on the inside, but the car just won't stick. Makes a stick that time, though, as they come up. Almost makes it. The 23 comes down low, shuts the door, and Murphy comes right back on the inside as the checker flag will fall this time around, and it will be Kylie Conway hanging on to it. A great challenge by Kit Murphy, and Lonnie Spiller coming up real close for third place.
Kemper that incident all the way back up to third. That's pretty good.
Now go to heat race number 2.
Yeah,
Go to heat race.
Let's see if they see. You rolling into 1. Second coming out of 4.
Oh, heavy contact down the back straightaway, up on the wall. Officials go race. I see movement in the driver area there.
They must have the liquor. Here we go, race fans. Ready to go back to green. And it's the 313 of Moody out front. Then we pick up the 86 of Myers and the 33 of Conway.
Folks, this is going to be one exciting main event. Well, if Rourke shows up and Eldridge fixes the car, it'll be 22 on the track, and it'll be a whole different story then. And they will be second out for main events. No B mains tonight.
Five down, 3 to go. It is still the 313 of Moody out front.
Yeah, but can mail this one in.
As he's exiting 2. Second place is
Well,
1.
the difference is we'll watch this car into turn 3. He goes in great control, brings it out, rolls free right out of the turns. I mean, it's set up beautifully. I think that's the big difference. Not a lot you can do and change on these cars. They're pretty much all the same, so that setup means just about everything. And your top cars get teched and inspected after main events. There's your winner. Gee, I'm surprised. Second place will be the 33 of Mike Conway.
Then we'll pick up the 23W.
If you're looking for a good place for lunch or a good place for dinner, it's the same place. It's Hungry Hunter Steakhouse on Rosedale Highway. Just ready to go this time around. Back to racing we go. And heat race number 3 of the Coca-Cola mini stocks. And it's once again, it is Doug Shepard. He starts on the pole and takes her lead. Misty Warren, who won, I believe, the season opener. In second place, there's the 14 and third of Carter Cherry out of Bakersfield.
And we pick up that 777 out of Porterville. That's Clint Massey.
Massey looks fast, Brian. The 777, just looking for some real estate to get that car to stick. He got his up on the 14 very quickly. Carter Cherry, as his nose to tail, first to fourth place.
Boy, both those front 2 cars are smoking. Smoking.
Roy Maynard Sr., he got into this, him and his girlfriend, just to have some fun, and he changed cars finally. He had a rear-wheel drive for a couple of seasons. And he just loves coming out here and race, having some fun. I think that's great. Meanwhile, Shepard's got some pressure from Misty Warren, the 123W.
I think the 14 picked up a flat, a right front flat.
He done something there, man.
I see some chunks of mud being thrown over to the pit stands.
Yep.
Oh, up in the wall and
that would have been a right front flat, folks. Yeah.
I called that one.
You certainly did.
A lot of contact down there in the apex of 3 and 4 with that 14 Carter Cherry. Rider, okay.
Okay. Car is not. Big time. We're a big family is Bakersfield Speedway. A lot of employees here that put this program on Saturday nights and throughout the week, and we have the easiest jobs in the world. Trust me, we don't complain much, but sometimes we do. Anyway, but Tamara and Doug Ryan, their first grandbaby is with us here tonight for the first time. Macy is with us here this evening, and she's just as cute as can be, and a strong grip, by the way. Macy. Cute.
So you're
so
part of the
cute.
family now, sir?
Tamara, I'm going to say this and be complimented. Grandma, she looks great, man. She's beautiful. And Tamara's she's beaming from ear to ear.
She's sleeping right now, but I tell you, she's got the most beautiful blue eyes.
I love grandchildren. I got to tell you, I love them. Macy, as a newbie, is her first race of many to come. Did we get a birthday?
Sounds crazy, the tower.
Brian, did we get a birthday?
Yeah, we're good. Go ahead.
Oh.
Give it up.
Bailey Schweitzer, our Vice President of Entertainment and Sound, and Director of most other things, will be celebrating on Wednesday. She got a birthday. Happy birthday
from the Tower Girls.
The Tower Girls. The Tower.
For heat race number 2, or I'm sorry, heat race number 3 for the Coca-Cola Mini Stocks. We're going green, race fans. It's Shepherd out front. Let's see what the 1-2-3-W can do right now, as we have 4 laps to go for this 8-lap shootout. 4 down, 4 to go. It's still Shepherd out front. Then we pick up the 1-2-3-W, Misty Warren, number 777 to Clint Massey.
I'm watching the 3rd place, Clinton Massey. 3 very good race cars there. As Massey hangs on to first and second place in the turn number 1, closes up on Misty Warren as Warren takes it high now to turn number 2. Massey will follow in the footsteps of Warren. Warren now drives up hard on the 79.
I'm telling you, really, she closed in real fast right there, Sully.
It's amazing when those cars stick just how fast they can go. Warren now on the inside, takes a peek, can't make it happen, follows Shepherd on the outside, and is now rolling out of turn number 2, tries to close up the rank.
She's going to do something, she needs to do it quick. She's running out of time.
I think she needs to just be a little bit closer. She's looking for the inside, but that car simply will not stick on the inside. This time takes it middle way. Now turn number 1, Shepherd is strong, always a strong car, is that 79.
Warren with a little bit of bobble right there at 2. Massey kind of closes in a little bit, but out of 4, looks like it's going to be the 79 of Doug Shepherd with the win.
I think tonight's main event is you see Shepherd winning, Warren, and then Massey 1, 2, and 3. 4th place will be Roy Mander Sr. The placement in tonight's main event will be very important.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but the track across town had a race last night, and that 777 was pretty fast.
Yeah.
All right, for your first heat race for the Mid-Cal Fabrication IMCA Modifieds on the pole, the 111 out of San Luis Obispo, California, it's going to be Logan Drake. Alongside him, the 17 in of Steve Nolan.
We'll change here. Second row would be the Dennis Eckert in the 38, and then Robert Sanders in the 11.
Then we pick up the 1X of Steven Streeter, and alongside him will be the 28P of John Piker.
Here they come, baby. IMCA Modifieds, and he pulls back the flag. That was a terrible rapid start.
Yeah, I don't think Doug Ryan was really excited about that start right there. Looking at him jump by two drivers. Let's go back and try it one more time. And I don't think Logan Drake got the memo.
Well, I think he's got it now. A change in the lineup. Steven Schroeder, scheduled to sit on the pole, has chosen to go to the tail end of the field. So again, it is Logan Drake, then a second behind him out of Canyon Country, California. Sponsored by the wiseguys.com.
I'm kind of digging those mud plugs on the outside of that 38 car. That's Dennis Eckert's car.
Eckert out of Canyon Country, California.
If you look at them long enough, they're going to make you sick. When it comes by, race fans, kind of check them out, stare at them for a while.
Here we go. This seems a lot better. Doug says, all right, we'll let you go. Boy, you're right. I just got dizzy. But Drake did not. Drake powers his way down the back straightaway with the lead, and in tow, the 17 in out of Terrabella. He is the terror from Terrabella, Steve Nolan. The Sandman, Robert Sanders, third place, comes out with a great drive out of turn number 2, tries to close up on Nolan. Nolan with a great drive. Oh, that's just beautiful coming into turns 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Drake says, no way, man. You got to do a little better than that. He hangs on the lead and commanding in the heat race number 1 of the IMCA Modifieds.
Well, I tell you, that 111 of Logan Drake is on a mission, race fans. He's pulled down to a pretty good, sizable lead on that 17 of Steve Nolan.
John Piker pulls it into the infield.
Logan Drake turning some pretty quick times. It's a 14.461. Four down, 4 to go. It's still the 111 of San Luis Obispo. Logan Drake out front to pick up the 17 end of the Terra of Steve Nolan.
Nolan, sponsored by Terry Henry's Race Prep, hangs on to second place despite Sanders trying to close up on him. Sanders in that Bill Henderson-owned car. White flag comes out this time around, and with 21 modifies, again, your placement in the heat race is vital to start up front, where I think you're going to have to be, or at least middle of the pack, to win that 25-lap main event. No bother. 111 Logan Drake out of San Luis Obispo takes first checker flag of the IMCA Modified. Second place will be Steve Nolan, and then Robert Sanders for third place. The storm before the Thunder rolls out of turn number 4 with our IMCA Modifieds, and Doug says, let's get it on, boys, and they do. Schweitzer on the outside, in tow is Robert Rouser of Robbie Sawyer.
Well, we're getting ready to go with y'all, race fans.
So the 254, Garrett Burnett, a little slippery in turn number 1, goes around, fires it back up. He'll go to the tail end of the field. Oh, I see how it is, Brian. All right.
To say anything,
I see how it is
going on, but now,
all right.
We'll see.
All right. I'm still picking the 5, man. Business, my guy.
It's all good. Here we go, number 3.
Sawyer looking at no man's land at that point. He'll want to split him, and he goes with the high side of Lawyer. Lawyer drives back to third. Justin Schweitzer out of Bakersfield brings him out of turn number 4.
Yeah, Schweitzer's doing a fine job up front, but here comes that 198 of the Rebel Rouser, Robbie Sawyer. Now we pick up the 3 of Ryan Lahr, with the 5 of Brett Bennett, and the 254 of Kerry Burnett.
Bennett sliding up on Lawyer for third place. Just can't make that pass. Can gather him up, but just can't make that pass. Lawyer's on that cushion. As here comes Robbie Sawyer, now closing up on Justin Schweitzer for the lead.
Closing up is what he's doing, race fans. He's about ready to capitalize on that position and take it away from the 2J, Justin Schweitzer. 3 down, 5 to go.
First and second, they only know one speed, fast. And fast they are. Sawyer tries to make a great man pass out of turn number 2. Makes that car stick down low on the inside. Drives into turn number 3. They're side by side and wheel to wheel. Inches away out of turn number 4 as they come up the line, and they're still. It's a dead heat into turn number 1.
Top of the line racing right there, race fans. But Miss White, she still holds the lead. Here comes Sawyer down there on the inside. Can he make the pass out of 4?
Switch with a great slide on the cushion out of turn number 4 and gets back in front of Sawyer. Sawyer, he ain't done yet. He's coming back out of turn number 2. He's looking on the inside trying to make that work, and he is making it work, folks.
Yeah, Schweitzer doing a fine job. But here he comes, white flags out. Sawyer needs to do something now to give that position. Can he do it? 1 to go.
Sawyer follows him into turns 1. Tries to gather him up and does. Can't make it happen. Goes right behind him. We'll try to dive into turn number 3 and close up on him, but I think it'll be Justice Schweitzer with a great win here in the heat race. Robbie Sawyer, Lauer, Brett Bennett.
And a little bit of a bobble right there at the end.
What were we nudging our neighbor for? Like $100, $1,000?
No.
Hot dog.
Chicken. Him the Rocket? Is that what they call him?
They call him the Rocket, the 13 Jerry Flippo. If Flippo sits on the pole, we'll see what he can do with all that talent around him and see how he manages it. Here we go, folks. Flippo drives it in hard, but can't make it stick down there. Scott Pounds by the inside, can't make it happen. And it's Dotson and Laney moves out to the front.
Then we pick up Flippo, and then we pick up Pounds. And the 32 is DJ Shannon.
Scott Pounds trying to get into the 3rd place and will. Ooh, Flippo tags the wall of that right rear. I don't know. I think the car's damaged, Brian.
I'm thinking it's lots of smoke. We're still out front. It's the 174. The Golden Empire Toy Special of Ethan Dodson. We pick up the 96 of Tony Laney with the WFO chassis.
So the kids are out in front playing hard tonight at Bakersfield Speedway.
But they got that band they call the California Flash right there in 3rd place. The 1P of Scott Pounds.
Laney and Dodson, no strangers, are running side by side, nose to tail.
I'm telling you, they guys spend a lot of time together on back there in the Midwest, and they race hard.
They're certainly racing hard in tonight's heat race number 3 of 4. So it's important you get in the top 3. That should qualify you for the top 12 in tonight's main event. Of course, all cars will transfer, but you want to be in that top 12. Scott Pounds is solid 3rd place.
Yep.
So the 174, the car in front, it's not number 1, it's 1 and a tiny 74. They do that just to confuse the announcers. But we got him figured out. We know who he is.
And with those new colors, you can't miss that car now. Let me tell you, that lime yellow.
Yeah. Dodson, sponsored by Golden Empire Tony and many, many more.
Boy, Laney right there, just waiting for him to make that mistake, but it's not going to happen. Your winner's going to be the 174 of Ethan Dodson. Then we pick up the WFO chassis of the 96 of Cody Laney. Then the California Flash and the 1P of Scott Powers.
The 51B has been pretty special this year as they bring him out of turn number 4 and to the green flag. We'll see who's got it. As it's a 0-0. Ricky Childers takes it. And in tow, Brad Pounds, the dominator, as the Henderson boys go out in 1 and 2. Bartels gets stuck down low on the inside of turn number 2. Pounds back up, hangs in the 3rd.
Childers out to a pretty good sizable lead, but here comes that 11XX of the dominator of Brad Pounds. Then we pick up the 51B of Brian Clark. Out of 4 is still the 0-0 of the outlaw Ricky Childers Jr.
Right, Clark jumped that cushion and it got really bit hard. Falls back out and hung on to it, did a great job. He lifts that left front off the ground. Meanwhile, back up in front with Childress and Pounds.
Clark still got that front left up off the ground. Pounds a little high up there out of 4. Trying to close it on the backside of that 0-0 of the outlaw Ricky Childers Jr. There comes Pounds. He closes in right there in the apex of 3 and 4. Drops about mid-track. Tries to close in.
Half a second separates first and second place, they say. That's Pound is a little closer faster this time than a half a second. He's right on him in turn number 3. Comes over the charge on the inside, sliding out of turn number 4 in tandem, and Childress hangs on to it at the line.
Bradley drops it to the inside. Can he make the pass out of 2 down the back straightaway? Makes the pass on the double zero. Brad Pounds now holds the lead. Double zero. Ricky Childress Jr. second. Out of 4. We're going to see the white flag against Brad Pounds out front. We still have...
The Dominator takes the white flag first. Childress tries to make a move down on the inside. Slides up to it. Just can't get the grip down there. And Brad Pounds had a great pass last lap to take that lead. And it looks like he will get it. And he does. The checker flag. Brad Pounds, Ricky Childress Jr. and Brian Sleepy Clark. Bartels and Ryan Daves. Justin Yaden as your pole setter as they bring the slow parade out of turn number 4. And he'll take the lead. It takes a while for these guys to wind them up, but down that back straight, we'll see Courtney on the inside there in the 97. McCaslin second place.
I tell you, once these cars get going, race fans, they get going. Let me tell you.
That's a lot of weight on those 4 tires, folks.
Everything you see on these cars is original. These cars are not easy to finish. When you see these drivers fighting these cars, they're turning a lot more than what they need to be to get them back in the straight line.
That's a handful of race car right there. As you saw the number 4, Josh Yaden off the track, comes back on, and Bobby Courtney tries to make the inside pass out of turn number 4 on Yaden, and slide in at the line, but it ain't over yet.
Courtney's car's been fast. That 68 car a couple weeks ago at the other track was awful fast too, but there's McCaslin right there holding on to that 3rd position.
McCaslin takes that in with that power slide into the turns. Closes up on James. Nothing there. Nothing doing. As Courtney tries to get away from him. Now there's McCaslin up on the cushion. Slides out. Powers out of turn number 2.
47 car down.
Caution flag.
3 of course, spun out.
Brandon Stanfield in the 47.
Well, that 97 car, Courtney, is awful fast. Awful fast. He's got that 68 of Justin Yaden right there on his backside. Then we pick up the 5 of Mark Machine Gun McCaslin. Then Jason Stanfield. Right, race fans, we're going back to green. The 97 of Bobby Courtney out front. And here comes that 68 of Justin Yaden. The 5 of Mark McCaslin. McCaslin drives it hard into 3. He's pulling it up the top side. Ooh. McCaslin spins. Oh, there he goes. Out of 4, green flag flies. I'll tell you, Justin Yaden right there on the backside of that 97 of Courtney. Let's see what he can do in these next 4 laps. He's the only car that seems to be close enough to do anything. Ooh. As he drops it to the inside out of 4. Let's see if we can make a pass down the front straightaway into 1. Nothing there. Courtney's still throwing down a lot of heat right now out there being in the lead. Yaden right there in the 68 car. Five down, 3 to go. After this, we're going to see 2 to go. 14 gets a little loose down the front straightaway. 4-car Justin Yaden closes in. I'm sorry, Josh Yaden. But out of 4 is still the 97 of Bobby Courtney holding the lead. Courtney doing a fine job to hold on to that lead. Looks like he's going to get the victory for their first heat race of the night. Out of 4, it's going to be the 97 of Bobby Courtney with the win. Then we pick up the 68 of Justin Gates. And the 14 will get third of Jason Stanfield. And then we pick up the 5 of the machine gun, Mark McCaslin. Man, that was good. Yes, it was. Great service, great price. Service after the sale is just the best. Motor City Buick GMC. Heat race number 2 of the hardtops. 99A Sean Shea, he's got advantage. He's got that car low to the ground, baby, out of turn number 2. Here comes that 3 car of James Bradburn. Up on the high side. You can't leave out that 102 of Tom Dugan. Out of Tehachapi, California, driving the Bud Light Special. Whoa, for a second, get a little tight at the turn number 2. Shea hangs on to it, but the boy, Bradford just all over him. Bradford with that big bumper. Yeah, that's a big bumper. It'd be neat to see him come out and push the USAC midgets in that. That'd be pretty cool. Here comes the 102 of Tom Dugan and the Bud Light Special. Now it's 3 cars for the number 1 position out there. Inside, outside, here they go. Sean Shea has got the lead, but Dugan tries to get around Bradford out of turn number 2, and no, can't make it happen. Boy, Shea got a lot of pressure right now from that 102 of Dugan. Then you pick up the 3 of Bradford. He's got 2 lines to protect. Where's he gonna go? Yeah, he takes it high in the turns and drops right back down low, tries to block a little bit, but powers his way nicely out of the turns as Dugan and Bradburn duke it out for second place. They do a fine job holding on to the lead, but here comes the 102 of Dugan. He makes the pass on the 3 or not. Here we go, out of 2 down the back straightaway. As we do that, we're getting ready to roll up into lap traffic, so Sean Shea's going to have to figure out which line he would like to take. Well, Dugan had a bobble in turn number 3. Cost him dearly as he moves back to 3rd place, and Bradburn by himself for 2nd. And you're right, Brian. Shea's got to get around the 36. I swear my dad had that car. Not that car, but that type of car when I was a kid. White flag this time around. As all 3 cars pass the lap cars, still Sean Shea out front. Then we get the 3 of Bradburn. Then the 102 of Mr. Tom Dugan. Out of 4, your winner's going to be the 99A of Sean Shea. Then we pick up the 3 of James Bradburn and the 102 of Mr. Bud Light himself, Tom Dugan. Team car, the 111 of Chad Johnson, but out of 4, it's going to be your winner, Steven Johnson, the 26. Then we pick up the 111 of Chad Johnson and the 45 of Troy Petit. So there you have it, heat race number 2 of the IMCA stock cars. Now, here they come. Heat race number 2 of the IMCA stock cars. Big bad Mike Gill Jr. in the 59 from JR Motorsports. Yes, oh, the number 1's got problem, makes contact with Devin Jones in the 76. And Mike Hill wants nothing to do with the 77X of Pat Biggs out of Fresno. Pat Biggs goes loop-de-loo in turns 3 and 4. Tries to fire back up, and I don't think he's going to do it. That brings out caution. Caution flag. Can't leave him parked there. We'll watch JR Motorsports go 1 and 2 out of turn number 4. And here comes Jones. That Leslie lost it too far away. Up right in the cushion, 1 and 2. And Jones takes a dive down on the inside, takes a peek, tries to make it happen. Can't make it do. Comes back on at turn 3. Right now, Jones down there. He drops it on the inside. Still nothing there. It's still Hill up front. We're looking at the ball with Mike Hill Jr. right there. Let's see if Devin Jones can make the pass down the back straightaway into 3. They both bobbled in turns 1 and 2. They gather back up, and here comes Jones on Mike Hill Jr. out of turn number 4, not giving an inch. No, he's not. Jones right there waiting for a mistake by the 59 car, Mike Hill Jr. As we see Streeter pull off the racetrack.
Yeah.
Jones right there on the backside of that 59 of Mike Hill Jr. Ooh, another bobble with the 59 car out of 4.
Might be teammates, but right now they're competitors. Jones gives Mike Hill a little lap down the front straightaway.
I think it's the pass. It's going to be Devin Jones makes the pass down the front straightaway into 3. Race fans, can he make the pass?
Devin Jones hangs under the great fight in turn between Mike Hill slight flipping on turn number 4 as they come, and there's nose to toe side by side at the line.
And it's still the boss out front with the employee in second. Here he goes down the back straightaway. Can he make the pass again?
The employee on the inside tries to make the same pass in turn number 3, and that car is sticking down low on the inside. Slides out, rolls free out of turn number 4. Oh, Blitz High has the back out of it.
Yeah, he had to get out of it or he would probably took the boss out. He turned it back on the 8. Here we go down the back straightaway. One more time. Can Jones make the pass into 3?
Side by side, JR Motorsports Joassy Rebar coming to the white flag this time around. Mike Hill has command at the line, but who knows as they come out of turn 2.
Ooh, another bobble by the 59 car. And the here comes the 1 and 2. Here comes the 76 back down the back straightaway.
Devin Jones has advantage into turn number 3. Mike Hill comes charging back on the outside, and they're coming home to the checker flag. And it will be Mike Hill Jr. with a great win in heat race number 2. Woo!